All right, so how do we get the certificate or the public key of the certifying authority? Well, there's several ways we can do that, and we should follow up because this is how important it is. First off, we have a certificate authority. It has a public shared key or its CA certificate. We want that CA certificate. We can get that through a download process to our computer systems. Now we have the CA certificate. Now, to be extra sure that we actually have the public key of this CA, this public certificate, that allows us to trust or verify any other certificates that this certificate authority is validating, we must triple check or double check to make sure that this certificate we received is actually from the certificate authority. And here we can use an out of bounds authentication by either calling the admin and verifying the key and the serial number. Now, in most cases, we don't have to do this, do we? We really don't. In most cases, our operating system has done this for us already. So these are built into the operating system. But in a wireless environment, we don't have that type of we don't have that ubiquitous certificate authority anymore, because in a wireless environment, when I'm looking at my wireless LAN controller, I have a self-signed certificate. And because it's a self-signed certificate, that is the certificate authority. So if I'm working with that wireless LAN controller and it's trying to give me a self-signed certificate, but I'm not controlling this wireless LAN controller, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the administrator who does and say, does this look right to you? And if they say yes, then I can move forward. If I'm the administrator turning on the wireless LAN controller, I'm just fine. But we want to make sure you understand that when you receive something from the certificate authority, it might behoove you in order to contact out of band the certificate authority administrator and get verification. That is the certificate that you meant to get, not some rogue device or some other piece of equipment in the environment. Now, how does this work in the public world when we want to apply to our certificate authority? We have a self-generated certificate, but we want our certificate authority to put their stamp of approval on it. Well, we submit that to our certificate authority, and the CA admin, the certificate authority admin, contacts us to ensure that our public key that we're submitting is actually from us. This verifies our user credentials and privileges. So now we have verified the certificate authority is the certificate authority, and the certificate authority has verified that we are who we say we are. Now, this happens a lot when you have an enterprise website that you're putting out there, the public face of your company. You oftentimes verify who you are, and they verify who they are. And that is how we make sure that the certificate authority makes sense. But in our wireless environments, it's a little different. We have the wireless LAN controller, we have different types of authentication that we need to make sure are encrypted and safe. So we have to follow the same rules. Make sure that people are who they say they are. So once we submit the certificate to the CA adds the information to it, our names, our duration, and then actually the hash. And then the CA can pass out our certificates to other members who are attempting to contact us